everybody. Happy Monday, November 30th, last day of November. Who believe it? I hope your Thanksgiving was good. If you're here, say hello. Tell us what your favorite dish on Thanksgiving was. I'm trying to think what mine was. Hi, Donna. I don't know. Of course, I always like the dinner rolls because we don't have those very often. My favorite dish on Thanksgiving. My daughter-in-law's mom made some kind of cranberry jello thing. It was really good. The stuffing was your favorite, Chris? Yeah, you probably don't get that a lot. So that's a once or twice a year thing, is stuffing. Any news today? Today he made green bean casserole from scratch and added cheese and bacon. Oh my gosh. But that was delicious. So when you say you made it from scratch, does that mean you didn't use the cream of mushroom soup? I didn't know you could make it any other way. To me, if I open a can, I'm making it from scratch. Sounds delicious. I bet the bacon really added it. No soup, so a healthy version probably, not all that extra gunk in there from the soup. Wow, I bet that was delicious. You need to share your recipe in the comments when we get done so we can try it, because green bean casserole is a fave. I think we had that too. My daughter brought some corn casserole. We kind of like that, but she found a recipe. She could make it in the crock pot, and it was really good. It wasn't dry or anything, so I'm going to get that from her. News today. Today's last day of November, so last day to use the host code. I'll have a host code for December tomorrow. Tomorrow, nothing going on. I'm going to place a demonstrator order. We can order, demonstrators beginning tomorrow can order from the spring catalog. So I'm going to order the mini trimmer, or the mini, whatever they're calling it, cut and emboss machine. So I'm going to probably get up early. I don't know when we can start ordering. Sometimes it's usually after a certain time. But anyway, I'm going to order that mini machine. I wish I had it today because I could use it. So if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, tomorrow's a good day. You can order out of the new catalog and put all of it into your starter kit. So if you're interested in that, let me know. I'm going to switch us around here. Today we're just going to make this cute little hand sanitizer box. This is the 2020 gift. Right? Hand sanitizer. This is fun for neighbors, coworkers, anybody. Your doctor, your dentist. Now I can't get it out. There we go. It's these little, it'll fit these little minis from Bath and Body, and I'm sure other brands too. And I put a little window in it so they could see what the flavor is. So let's get started. We're going to just chat because I didn't get a lot done ahead of time. You're going to take a piece of 3 3/4 by 8 1/2. So you can get 2 out of 1 piece of cherry cobbler. I'm using cherry cobbler cardstock. You can get 2 boxes out of 1 8 1/2 by 11 inch piece. And then on the 3 3/4 side, you're going to score it at 1 inch. Let me move my trimmer so you guys can see that. I'm not going to cut it. I'm going to line it up with 1 inch, or I could do it this way, the 1 inch over here. And I'm using my scoring blade. And then I'm going to turn it around And do the same thing, 1 inch on this other side. This is going to be the sides of our box, 1 inch sides. Then we're going to turn it around and score it. Let me make sure I get these right. 3 3/4 and 4 3/4. So that is all the scoring that we're going to do. Then we're going to just take our little bone folder and have any of you done any cyber shopping today for whatever it's called, Cyber Monday? I haven't. I'm not really into it. They've started so early. They've had all the sales already. I did have a doctor's appointment this morning, and I stopped by Target on the way home, and I got some stocking stuffers for the little kiddos. Okay, I'm cutting in on those score lines. I'm not talking, I'm just doing it, and then I'm trimming. This is the 3 3/4 and the 4 3/4, so it's going to leave us with these little tabs. And then I always like to just kind of trim my tabs up. It just helps to square the box. And then before we put it together, we can add our designer series paper, and I am using the a print from 'Tis the Season designer series paper. I just thought it went with my warm vanilla sugar hand sanitizer. That's why I picked it. That was my whole reason. I thought, well, I've got kind of a gold color, so I probably, if I would have done a different color of hand sanitizer, I might have chosen a different color of paper. I am going to cut my designer series paper at 1 1/2 by 3 1/2, and I need 2 pieces, 1 1/2 by 3 1/2. I need this one. This is going to go on our panels, our front panel and our back panel. So I am just going to grab some Stampin' Seal. And put that on here. I imagine this box would fit those little square bottles as well, that you can pick up, you know, in the checkout counter at any store, because these are kind of wide, and those little square ones are, they're a little bit more narrow. So I bet this box would work for those too. Okay, now I just thought I would doll it up a little bit by cutting a hole in the front window. So decide which end you want your front to be. And I'm using the smallest oval die from the Stitched Ovals. Layering oval dies, sorry, not stitched ovals. And I'm putting it pretty low because I kind of want my, you know, this part to show, not the lid. Like, I wish I would have done this one just a little bit lower. So on this one, I'm going to lower it. It looks weird because it's not in the center, but that's okay because we're going to put our tag on there to kind of hide all that. So I am going to put this here. We're going to die cut a couple of things. I didn't get things done early because I went to the doctor, and then I stopped at Target and got lost at Target. There was not very many people there, and that doesn't happen very often. So I just kind of meandered around. Okay, so I made the little oval hole in the front panel, and now I'm going to use this die again with the next bigger scallop die, and they're going to lay right on top of each other. And I'm going to take some garden green. See if I have a scrap here that will work. Cardstock. Maybe, maybe not. Yeah, I think so. Is this the one I used? Because I know they sat right inside of each other. Yeah, there we go. So that made a little frame that we're going to put on our front panel. And we're going to use this die in just a minute after we put our box together, but I'm going to set this aside. And I just took a little bit of liquid glue on the back of this frame. Some fine tip glue would work, but I just used my multi-purpose liquid glue. And it's going to fit right over that little window we made. Okay. Now that we've determined this is going to be the front, I like to trim the back edges down just a teeny bit, because sometimes if I haven't measured, exact or cut exact, I'll end up with one being taller than the other one. So I just like to cut that down just a bit. And before we glue it together, I am going to put them like this and take a hole punch so we can tie this together at the top. I've got both my dogs locked in here because my husband's working in the next door. He moved downstairs, and so I'm trying not to disturb him. And then I'm just going to glue this together. I like to put a little bit on the tabs, and then I'm going to put a little bit of adhesive on these back panels. And try and do this without getting glue everywhere. So I'm just squaring up the bottom. That's what I'm focusing on right now, is just getting that bottom squared up on these tabs. And then I'm going to fold. I'm going to put a little bit more along these edges. Fold the front towards the back. And I'm going to make sure that's squared up at the bottom. Okay, that's the little box. So then you would put your little, I like that better. See, it shows the warm vanilla sugar. I put it a little lower than I did on this one. So now I'm just going to kind of take my fingers, probably want to wait till this gets really good and dry, and just kind of gently squeeze it at the top. It's not going to squeeze much here because your bottle is real wide. just gently at the top. And then I took some of the I think this is red linen thread or braided linen trim. Braided linen trim. This is real red, not cherry cobbler, but it's close enough. I took all the colors from the designer series paper. I took the cherry cobbler and the garden green. Now we just have to get this threaded through without it coming apart. There we go. So I wound that through. I just pulled that through. And then I tied the top of it with some linen thread. I'll just use this piece. I did not tie the red in a knot, but I did tie the... Sometimes, if I can find it, here it is. These things help. We'll squeeze that together with a little clippy. So nobody's cyber shopping today. If you are, have you found any good deals? Like I said, I think a lot of the stores have already been giving out the deals. I know some of the clothing stores that I like are like 40% off today, so I might go look at some. I need some new pants. Okay, there we go. Trim those up. Okay, and then we needed something on there because it's a little plain. So I am using the little Christmas tree stamp and die from the Warm Hugs bundle. That is on the front part of the holiday catalog, page 10. I'm using the little Christmas tree and the So Very Merry sentiment. And I'm using the little Christmas tree die from their Warm Wraps dies. I just thought that was so cute. So I just need a scrap of Whisper White. And I have one here. My Christmas tree and my Very Merry sentiment. And I'm using the garden green. These little tiny images are so cute. And they have little insides. They have outlines and insides, so I use both. And then our Very Merry, or So Very Merry. These would be fun to give away if you belong to any clubs, any Bonko clubs or anything like that. I think I used the small one. Like I said, it's such an appropriate gift for 2020. Hand sanitizer, right? Hopefully my dies Dies, my dies. Here they are. For this outline of my sentiment, I'm going to use the smallest little scallop die to go behind the tag. And I'm going to take this little Christmas tree. Book club. Does anybody get to go to anything like that? I miss those things. COVID is getting weary. Guess we're maybe close to a vaccine. Okay. So, pull my machine right here. Sorry that shakes the whole table. Maybe when I get the little one. I'm excited about that. I'm hoping they have enough to go around. Everybody will be excited. I think they're only allowing us to order one right now. So some of those demonstrators get a little happy and order more than one, but I think we can only order one, so there'll be enough to go around. So maybe next Wednesday, maybe. I don't know, shipping is pretty tight right now. That's another thing I wanted to say. If you want anything from this Stampin' Up! Ordering, order by before Christmas, order by the 11th is what they're telling us. And I think they're getting that based off of what the Postal Service has been sharing, or the shipping companies. This one I'm going to kind of do opposite of my other one. Put my little tree down there. I need to add a little bit more glue. Hold it a minute. And then I'm going to put my tag on with a big Stampin' Dimensional. Just kind of right up top. So it's just a little simple gift for 2020, hand sanitizer. You could probably put different things in here too. If you didn't do the window, you could fill it with candy, loose candy or small wrapped candy. What else could you put in here? Some lip balms, a couple lipsticks, any small thing. So that is our project for today for Make It Monday. Thank you, girls, for tuning in. I hope you're having a good Monday, and I will be, hi, Susan. I will be back Wednesday. I'm thinking. I think I'll be back Wednesday. I'm pretty sure I'll be back Wednesday at 2 p.m. for Coffee and a Card. And then if you're on my list for the 12 Days of Christmas, that will be going out tomorrow. It's just a cute little something that I think you'll enjoy. And if you're not on there, go to the top of my Facebook page, and there's a link, and you can sign up, and you can get tomorrow's project and all the past projects in your email tomorrow. Alrighty, we'll talk soon. Bye-bye.